What's up, YouTube? This is Vape Dogs here to see here, and I got a little two for a review for you guys here. So, first off, shout out, I'm at my favorite vape shop in San Antonio right now, Voodoo Vapor Lounge. Check them out if you haven't heard of them. And so I got a review on the Dark Horse today, and one of their juices, which is Necromancer. So let's get this started. Alright guys, so first off I want to talk about the Dark Horse here. The Dark Horse is courtesy of my friend Homer. You've seen him, you know him on this channel if you watched me before. He lent me this to do a little review on, and I gotta say, it's a pretty damn good RDA here. So basically this is it has a lot of airflow. That's the first thing I noticed. It has a lot of airflow, and if you take off, and you can adjust it as well to, it's got these nice big slits in here and you can adjust, but you can also take off the airflow ring if you wanted to and actually just use it plain, and that's going to give you a ridiculous amount of airflow because it's got all of these right here. I don't know if you can tell if it's adjusting right, but you got all of these air holes right there, and whereas with the ring you only got these three on both sides. So, and I'll show you a little more about that when we get up close. I just want to talk about that. Was it has a ridiculous amount of airflow if you really wanted to have it, and the wide bore makes it so good. So what I gotta say is, let's go ahead and take a closer look at it and show you a bit more. Alright guys, so this is it right here. This is the Dark Horse. As you can see, I got the air ring on there too. It has this nice little white, like, horse Pegasus looking thing. It looks like, because it's a horse with wings, but I don't see a horn, so it's not a unicorn. But it is a copper center post, as you can see. It's nice silver, and it's got this nice ring, and it also came with a Delrin ring, or a Delrin tip, so kind of like that. And unfortunately, because I've got the two things to do, I won't be able to take off the cotton and the wire, but as you can see, you got, if I can move it a little bit to the side here, you got some nice big holes for the posts right there. And this drip well, you can see it about there as it goes a nice nice way down, so it's a pretty big drip well, and like I said, it's got the copper center post, so that's nice too, and more conductivity and whatnot. And then you got the top cap to this here, and which unscrews in right there, and not only does it screws there, but it unscrews right there. You can see, can't really get it, it's a little bit, you know, wet, juicy from the thing. But you got the two, you got the airflow ring, and then you can take it off and you expose all these other little rings here. So it gives a ridiculous amount if you want it, or you can have a setting turn like this. Personally, I love that, and I keep it on 3 because that's just a ridiculous amount of airflow for me. And oops, my bad. Kind of lost the center there. So let's go ahead and transition off, and I'll talk about the flavor I have for today. Alright guys, so you just saw the Dark Horse, and honestly, would I honestly buy this? Yes, I would, definitely. I have never come across RDA with this much airflow and this much cloudage that you can get. Plus, like, you can build just about anything on here. I went kind of like a little crazy. I'd say don't do what I do, but I did a 22 gauge parallel wrap on here, and that's pretty good right now. It gives me a good amount of clouds. So if my mod didn't mess up so much, it'd be greater. Now let's talk about this tasty shit I'm vaping on right now. And it's Necromancer. Necromancer made by Voodoo Vapors. Voodoo Vapor Lounge is one of my local shops, as I said earlier, and I gave it a shout out. And I gotta say, I'm really digging this flavor. Now, the flavor profile of this is supposed to be strawberry toffee. I gotta say, it's pretty point on there. You got a little bit of leeway depending on who you are and what your taste buds are. So you might taste a little different than I do, but for me, I really do taste the strawberry and the toffee and everything about it. It's a really good flavor. And I'm not being biased just because it's my favorite shop. There are a few flavors I will not mention that I do not like as much, but that's for me. You guys might like those, I might like these, that's all things. Anyways. It's a very rich flavor. As you can tell, I can actually taste it, even though I have a little bit of the vapor's fatigue. And so it's a very rich flavor. And even in a 6-minute nick like they gave me, it's very smooth. Very smooth. So I'm going to rate this. And first on smell, honestly, I didn't even talk about this. Smell, it's a very appealing smell, very attractive. It's not overpowering to the senses or not. And so for smell, I'll have to give that about a 9 out of 10. And for flavor, as I said, it tastes pretty point on. But as I said, there's a little leeway for me. Pretty point on, not all point on, but that might change on who you are. But I'll give it a 9 out of 10 as well. So honestly, if you're in the San Antonio area, you gotta come check these guys down. They got way more flavors than this. This is just awesome. And I've tasted a lot of their flavors, and I don't have that to talk about. So just come on down if you're in the San Antonio area. They do have a website which they sell juice online, as I know of. So is it on here? No, it's not. But you can look them up. Pretty Google search, and if I find it, I'll put it in this video. So check them out. They also do sell the Dark Horse, by the way, if you're in the area. So I would definitely say you should get this. Until next time, folks. Peace.